Hi, Robert. I've finally got to the problem. This is the uh, problem right here. It's a Swan Manufacturing one, and and they tell you it's a one-time only special order. So for me, that would be I've got to worry about fixed costs in this. Okay, that's what it would mean. So it'd be one of those Chapter 11 problems. And they gave us, and this is the per unit data. I had to look at that twice. But we've got direct materials, direct labor, variable overhead, and then the fixed support. So there's their total manufacturing costs. And then the markup is 50% of the total costs. So the targeted selling of the total product costs. So the targeted selling price is 10,537.50. So the first question here is, what is the full cost of the product per unit if marketing is 3,000? Now, if you ask me what full cost is, to me, full cost is absorbed cost. All right, but I actually looked it up in the book, and the textbook says that full costs are the sum of all variable and all fixed costs in all business functions of the value chain. So that's R&D, design, production, marketing, distribution, and customer service. That's a different definition than I grew up with, put it that way. Okay. So I've got to make sure that there's no conflict on our exam with that, but that's an odd definition. So the answer for that then, first question is, what's the full cost? So that would be, here are manufacturing costs, 7,025, plus the marketing cost, it'd be 10,225. But in terms of setting it up, I guess it's not like you've got a choice. With special order is you want to know that you can cover your variable costs. Okay, that's what the question really is. So the next question is, what's the contribution margin per unit? So here are my variable costs at 4,025, and I've got a markup. Here's my selling price, 10,537.50. They actually gave us that. So the contribution margin would be the 65.12. Okay, this is actually a good problem. I think it's a hard problem, but it's a good problem because it integrates a lot of those concepts from other chapters. Which costs are relevant for making decisions? The relevant costs are the ones that are different. So if you do take the special order, the two things that are going to change, marketing's not going to change, fixed overhead's not going to change, so those are irrelevant. The only thing that changes is direct material, direct labor, and the variable overhead. Okay? And then finally, for Swan Manufacturing, what's the minimum acceptable price for the one-time special order? The minimum price would be equal to your variable cost. You wouldn't want to go behind, lower than that. And then the next question is, for a one-time only special order, should Parker and Spitzer Manufacturing consider a price of 5,400? Absolutely. Okay, it's more than 4,025, so that's a good number. I hope this helps. If it's a special order, then what we're talking about is the fixed manufacturing overhead. That's the question. And all these separate questions here, they make you really think about that. So if this didn't help, let me know, okay? I'm home all night. Alrighty.